Hi, Eddie here. Let's go and make some puzzles. Let's finish the typical tactical tricks, 500 ways to win. This is a course that it's available on Chessable, and it has I cannot see the number of chapters. Why can't I see? It has 6, 9. It has 10 chapters, and yeah, that's the one we've did on the other two, the two last tactical training sessions. So if you want to check them out, I will try to place the link for the videos of those sessions, and I will press review, and I think that I will go automatically for the last part, because I think we are only missing this last chapter, which is 64 exercises. It counts as 112 moves, and yeah, let's go directly. I just want to say I have this on Chessable spaced repetition, and I do believe that when I finish, maybe I need to finish a second time for the review to take a while, or maybe I just need to, or maybe it's somehow different. But anyway, I will search about it, and then we'll know. So let's go. So yeah, we already arrived at the last chapter. Okay. We have a check. If it takes, we come here and we grab a queen, but we lose a bishop and a rook. So if we come here directly, we are basically threatening the queen, and if the queen leaves anywhere, I think we have a sequence of mate, check, he comes, and we check, he goes. This is always the confusing part. We also have a queen here, it's good to say. So I think this should start like this, and only if he could come here, he cannot come here, because here he not here, sorry, I'm a little bit confused. Yeah, this is the only place where it works. He needs to come here, but then, yeah, then the queen will just disappear. So yeah, that's the idea. If he takes, we just give check, and he comes, and we don't have mate immediately, but we can come here and take this bishop, and yeah, so we will probably win this pawn and this bishop in the short term, and we will win the game because we will get a winning position. Okay, next one. This was actually the first time of the day that I'm actually looking at the chessboard, so there is always the... Okay, we can take this bishop, and then this will be ready to fall, but he's checking us. He's checking us. Can we come here? If we come here, if he takes the knight, we take the queen, and I don't think that he has any mate. we can take with the knight. If he takes, he's threatening the queen, and whenever he... Wait, no, yeah. We just take with the pawn the knight, and he takes, and we have to place the bishop, and then he takes our knight. So if we come here, he needs to move the queen. He needs to move the queen, and then we'll grab this bishop, right? There's nothing more, because he cannot... Where can he run away? He can run away here, he can run away here and here, here and here and here. In any case, after he runs away, we take the bishop, and we keep on attacking this knight. I think it's just this. It's a quite simple, yeah, quite simple puzzle. We can give mate. It takes. Okay, if we take the bishop, if he takes the rook, we are winning, because we just take and he cannot catch us. We'll promote. So when we take, he needs to take it. Okay, when we take, he needs to take it. If we advance, we advance, again, he cannot take the rook, because if not we take. So he should take. What am I not seeing? Check. If he takes with the pawn, we advance with the h pawn, and you can just take. So there is definitely something here that I'm not seeing. There's a question that says, what's a quick way to make white's advantage even greater? Let's see if the coffee helps. If we come here, it just takes, and we cannot, yeah. So let's check again. If we take, he cannot take the... He cannot take the rook. So he won't take the rook, he can start advancing with one of these pawns, for example. No, he cannot do that, because he needs to deal with my pawn here. So if we take, or he takes, or he advances. If he advances, we are stuck, and we need to get our rook out of there. But still, we got the bishop, and I think it's the only objective, the only purpose of the of the puzzle is basically to take the bishop. Yeah, but he shouldn't do that. So yeah, basically we already, yeah, exactly. If he plays h6, white is upper rook. It's only this. But I was like, of course, trying to believe it is something more. I need to finish my phrases. Sometimes I have seen bits of other sessions or games, and it's quite common for me to start a phrase and then I'm looking at the board and I start thinking about something and I lose myself. Okay, I can take this knight and because my idea, I was initially thinking, okay, if I attack this bishop, the bishop needs to leave and I can take that one. To be honest, the first thing I thought was, okay, let's take this bishop and let's see if there's something here, but there isn't. So the question is, what does black capture first? For the ones that didn't know, this is a beginner's really easy puzzle course, just so you know. So if we take first this one, you can come and get our bishop. We take... Ah, wait. Okay, I can see that here we are creating a threat to the queen. So you cannot defend with the knight. You can also not give a check. So he can do this. And if he does this, I don't want to lose my bishop, but wait, I can also take this with the queen. If he takes, I take, but then he can take this pawn. Still, we'll be up, so yeah, I think it is... No. I mean, if we take the knight, I guess it's okay, right? Because there's not a major attack that we should worry about. And if I take it with the bishop, he can actually attack the bishop. And if I take the knight, then it takes back the bishop and I cannot take due to that, but I can take this bishop. Okay, he cannot protect... Wait, what? I come here, exactly, he cannot place... He needs to run away with the queen. He needs to run away with the queen, so... But he can come here, yeah, but he will get a pawn. It's okay. Okay, he attacks the queen. I think if I take, he takes, and I still win, the knight. If I try to... I mean, I can come here. He still cannot do this. I mean, he can, but... Oh, I cannot take that bishop before taking this knight. I didn't even realize this. Okay, I can take the queen. It takes our queen. I take the knight, and he takes our bishop. So basically we are winning a knight, and he has a really bad position. No, it's not this. Oh, we can take the knight first. If he takes our queen, we take his queen. Is that it? Or we just run away with... No, it's not taking the knight, it's not taking the queen, so we are running away with... Is it this? I'm very confused. And I bet this is a lot easier than what I'm... I cannot come here, but what I can do is I can come here, and if he attacks, is it that? Okay. And now we take this knight, he takes the bishop, and we take, is it that? Yeah, but it's a little bit a little bit tricky. So we take the bishop and we attack the queen. The queen cannot take back because this pawn... Also, why didn't he started with this pawn? Then, if I cannot take... Because if he started with this pawn, I would take the knight. You take the bishop and I would still grab this bishop. So... Okay, that was actually the reason and not my line of thinking. And here I come with the queen there because it starts to look quite nice to place the bishop, the white bishop here. I don't know exactly how, because I'm still attacking the... Yes, sometimes these puzzles of... they mix... They get my head mixed or a bit confused, let's say. In other words. Okay, we can take this guy. If he takes... If we take this pawn... then we have two attackers here. If it takes here, we have check, and if it takes, we take. Let me just think. So we have a pawn. If it takes, it's not check. And now we actually have... But we need to give check. We give check, it takes, and we give check again. And if he defends, we can either... Whoa, he cannot defend like this because we have a knight here. Yeah, it's this... Yeah. Okay, we have this obvious double attack, but we have a pawn here, which looks very nice, and we got this bishop that can come here. So if we go for the check, we would just take this knight. If he goes for that knight, we can just take the knight. Well, I think it starts here, and if he comes here, we have this check, and then he has to come. We also have this one, but this one we have the knight. So, I mean, it seems clear that it starts like this. Okay. I just wanted to see how this would go, but okay. Black to play. It would be nice to have a knight here. So we do have a knight there, so check and a knight. Wow, this is a family fork. A giant one. Nice. White has a strong tactic. What is it? We have a free knight. We have this one that we attack the queen and we attack the rook, but what if the queen cannot come here, but the queen might? I was gonna say, yeah, I think we will lose the rook. Is this the... no. Yeah, I was too fast. Let's check again where is the... oh, it's the same type of tactic. We'll win a queen. And now he has to take, because the king doesn't really has another option. Interesting. If he played g6, how could he play g6? I'm not getting how he could have played g6. So it would be nice to take this knight without this queen being here, so we could mate him here. Can we... oh, we got this... Here we are threatening check and then mate. But he can take our queen. So we have this check. If he takes, we just check him. And we grab a rook, which doesn't seem a very nice trade. Let's see. We have this check, but he can place the rook on front of it and we grab that one. If he doesn't place the rook in front of it, we check. He comes here and we still grab that one. And if he comes here, we still grab that one. Yeah. Okay. We have a free pawn with a check. He cannot move the knight because it's pinned. Check. We have another check then here. So we can grab the pawn. And if he comes anywhere here, we are gonna take the rook. So he should place the bishop in front of it. But now, I mean, I think it starts like this. Okay, and now we have the... Yeah. Okay, we cannot take down take this down the piece in the end game. That can be good. Maybe we can save it. Okay, let's check for a double attack. We cannot take that one. We can maybe come here, which also... We can attack the bishop. Oh, yeah. Okay. We managed to equalize. We have check, and then we have this check. It takes, we take, it takes, and we grab the rook, right? Yeah. Or we grab the rook first, and then we give mate. Right? Yeah. No. Wait. Okay, I'm forcing. Here we can take this rook, right? Because if he takes... Oh no, it's not mate. Is it mate here? It is, right? Okay, and now we come here. It take... Oh, it's the other... Okay. This was not that hard. I'm just not yet on my mental focus point. Rook f2 was also a very good move, but is more... So let's see. Okay, so I wasn't... He takes, I take, he takes, and I take. Exactly. Okay, so this was the line that I saw. But this one is more accurate, and we end up how? With a checkmate, of course. It makes sense. But yeah, this would be more natural to see, like check, he takes, we check again, he takes, and then we take the rook. Yeah. Next one. Mate. I got so confused with this, I was like, oh, no, this cannot be only like a simple mate, and then we take, and then if he takes we grab the rook. Wait, he has the... If we take, he can also come here, but if he comes here we also grab it, because if he takes we grab the rook. It seems easy, this one. We take, he takes with the knight, no. So now we take the knight, right? Yeah. I'm confused. I'm confused. Well, okay, the bishop here looks like an interesting position. The rook coming over here also looks interesting. This knight is protected, that bishop is not protected. We have this check. If he takes, we can only come back, and the so if I play this, what can he do? He can, let's say, take my bishop. If he takes my bishop, I'll give him check, and if he moves here or here, I can check, but he will take my bishop, which is not ideal. He can take my bishop, and then I'll take his knight, but it doesn't seem very... doesn't seem so nice. So we also have this place here. This place is interesting. If we could... this would be a checkmate. So, or this, and this. But there's so many moves. Okay. What am I not seeing? With this move, if he takes my bishop, I can give check. He needs to come here. If I take his rook, he takes mine with the bishop. So okay, I can come here. He takes my bishop. I'll check him. He comes here. Wait, I come here. He takes my bishop. I give check. He can and take a knight. It goes anywhere and just take the knight. Really? Wow. Yeah. I think I'm looking for more complicated stuff, yeah. Okay, I can take the rook. I take this. If he takes my queen, I just take, and then he grabs my bishop, and I have two rooks and a bishop. I mean, is it really okay? It was really only that, yeah. Yeah, this is a beginner's, but since we started with some more, I felt they were not that easy ones. Okay. If we promote, it takes, and we take with the check. He comes here. I mean, he has a knight in advantage, but and this pawn, I don't think those pawns will promote. So is it only this? Really? Okay. It was. Can take there. It takes. We can take this knight. If it takes, we have this. But he runs away with the queen, and we take this one, and he will grab our knight. So I don't think he's that good, but we can take the knight with the pawn. Yeah. Okay. I feel a bit frustrated every time that it's a really simple puzzle. So this doesn't seem to be problematic. If we take here, if he doesn't take, we have mate here. So when we take, he should take. And then we have this one. But we cannot come here due to the queen. So we might take this one like this. And if we take with the queen, and of course, let's go. We take, whether it takes with this or with this, we take this one. I think it's this one. It isn't. Oh, we have this, that one there. I mean, we can come here directly. It doesn't has a place to go. It takes and we promote. Is even more simple, yeah. Yeah. This is a nice one. He will take the queen and we give mate. We have this capture, we have this capture, we don't have a mate, we don't have a check, and we don't have any threat. I mean, we have this threat to this pawn. So let's see. If we take this one, if he takes with the with the bishop, we can take the bishop. If we take the knight, he can also take with the pawn, and we take the pawn. He takes. Is that a major difference? I mean, I think this one is more interesting because we'll be attacking two pieces. So we'll be sure that on the next move we'll also have a bishop. Because even if he takes the pawn, we grab this one. Yeah, I mean, of course. Yeah, but sometimes it's like tricky. We have this knight, he can check, we take, or we have, I was just seeing if there are weak kingside dark squares for black, but you don't have too many pieces left. Can you execute a strong attack? Oh, so we have this. Okay, so we have this check he cannot take because of the queen. He needs to come here or here. So if he goes to h8, we have a check here. If he places the queen, we have mate. Remember that the knight will be on h5 and the queen will be on f6. So if we play knight h5, he can go to f8, and we have this check, which is he needs to come back, and then we have this check, and he can come here, and I'm a little, and then we have another check there, but I'm a little bit lost. So there's a check. Okay, if we come, you will go there, we'll check him, he needs to come back, we'll check him again, but now the queen can come here, we can check him again, I'm a bit confused because I'm not seeing it. Check. The line I was thinking was check, he cannot come back, of course. Okay, but where did this start? Of course, if the queen is on h6. Okay, let's go. An endgame, is there a way to win? White to play, we can come here, if he comes here we can advance, and we can then bring the bishop, and or we can just advance this pawn, and if he comes here we advance the pawn, if he comes here we come here, he advance, we take the knight. I mean, he can actually come here and protect like this. I think that we can, if he comes here, we just come here and say, hey, we are gonna take your knight. I mean, he even chose the incorrect way. Okay. Oh, the bishop is there. Okay, we can come here. We can come here. We cannot attack the queen directly on d4 because he can take. So if you come to a3, we are actually attacking. Yeah. Wait, we got the queen, he has a queen. We got another rook, he has the knight. We pin the knight, the king needs to come here. And not only we are still with two rooks, this is the... Okay. If I take here, you can take here, and I cannot take. If I jump here, I'm threatening mate. And he needs to defend, right? I come here, I am threatening mate. Okay. But I can also play knight g4, queen takes g4, then I can take the knight. So for that, why don't I just take the knight right away? We can take with the bishop, or we can take... If we take with the bishop, with the knight, we still have the rook open on the f file. Let's say we take, it takes, we take, then what can he do? He can still take, because so let's see, if we take with the pawn, you will take with the pawn, or like this, I will take it. Oh, and if it takes... Oh, okay, this is the bad thing. Right? Yeah, okay. It takes, and if I take, it takes with his knight, making this fork. Am I... So, I might... I take, he takes with the bishop, I jump with my knight, attack his queen, and he runs away with the queen here, or to g4 or g5, and then I take the bishop. Why did he do this? Why did he play... What? That doesn't make any sense. Let's check with the engine. I don't believe it. Okay. He says that actually, yeah, e takes f5 is the best move. What? Where is e4? e4? Let me just check something. If we take like this, it takes with the bishop, and we play knight e4, okay, attacking the queen, because, okay, if we take, yeah, he has this, okay, so we were correct on that part. But if we take first with the knight and he takes with the bishop, we can either queen c7, we can play queen c7 before taking it, or he does take, okay, both queen c7 and knight e4 are possible. If he takes, we take, yeah. Okay, our structure is a little bit weird, and then he plays f3 or f4. Okay, but if we take with the, I just don't get this. If I take with the knight, yeah, of course, that if he takes with the knight is a lot worse for him. Okay, so when this starts being like this, it means that the best move is for sure not king f7, but e takes f5. But this is just, yeah, it's already coming. Okay. And now bishop takes f5 and knight e4, because we'll be attacking the bishop, and he trades. Okay, but I just don't get what's the big difference between taking like this. If I take like this, okay, this is, so how was the puzzle again? This was like this, e takes f5 and knight takes f5, we check and we take, okay. So okay, this is, I think I need to refresh. My computer is having its moments. E takes f5. Okay, here it says that clearly it is a lot better. We take, and now the best move for them is the check right now, and not this one, because this wouldn't work, because we wouldn't take and we would, Okay, other possible moves beside knight takes f5, it's f3 or queen c1. Knight takes f5. And what? And we did take. Okay. Okay, I think the engine is a little bit off. So yeah, I'm still thinking, because now we are getting a knight for a pawn, and now we are getting another knight for a knight. So of course, but if it was the other way around, we'd get a knight for a knight, or we would just take a knight and he wouldn't even take. Something here, or I'm not on my days, or something here is a little bit strange. I think it's more the first option, but yeah, it's normal. So if I take here, I can attack if he takes, and there's also a free bishop, and then he takes our knight, and then we can bring, no, we cannot bring our queen to d4, so bishop takes c5. We can take a rook. Is it? Yeah. And now we take the bishop. Okay. Okay, I really feel that today. I'm not on my best. Check needs to go there, and we don't have mate, but we have check. We can checkmate in 4. Check, he goes there. Check. Check. It takes. I check. But he can come here if not. So check. Check if he comes here. I check. If he goes there, I check. I feel like we should try to keep the king like somewhere between the rooks. I mean, we can play rook f8, whatever he plays, except this one, that is check and we need to take, and he plays something else, and then we just check. But the problem is that if he goes there, so actually we can come here and we are threatening to check and then mate. So when we come here he needs to take the rook, and we take the rook, but we don't have the mate. So we have this. If we try this way, check, if he goes up he can only come to h4, and we can check, and he can only go here, and we mate him here. So I think this is a mate in 3. 1, 2, 3. So let's see if he goes. If he goes here, yeah, the problem is that if he goes here, this gets a lot more confusing, and suddenly has a lot of space to run. Check. If he comes here, we have this check. And if he runs here, wow. I feel that the first move is passive, but I might be wrong. What about if we check him here? If he takes, we check. No. If we check him here, he only has 3 ways to go. This is kinda. There are difficult checkmates. It's a fact. I might bring the rook here. Yeah, he needs to go there. I can check here. He needs to go there. Wait, check 1, check 2, check 3. Wait, check, bow, check, tau, check, tau, mate. Wow. It was not that. No, not this one. It was not the way I was thinking. Like this. That's interesting because I wasn't thinking about. Because here. Yeah. Yeah. Now it needs to go there. But the one I was thinking, I think still works. Instead of this, I was considering h3 and h3 he needs to come. Yeah, it also works. Let's check just. It was not a difficult check. King g3, king g3, yeah. Now rook g6 actually only says. So what happens in rook h3? He's not checking rook h3. Can he? Where can he run away? Oh, he can. No, he cannot. Oh, because he, of course, if he, the line that I was thinking, he takes the the knight. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. I was not seeing it. Okay, cool. Next one. I think we should. No, we still have a couple ones. So we have check here. We have a free bishop. Not free because, but there's one. It's one possibility. We have, okay, this seems easy if I was correct, which I wasn't. So I was thinking about this fork, of course, checking and then taking, and then if he takes, I'll take with my bishop. So I just said it all, right? So first we make an equal trade and then we make the fork. It's funny because for a while I've been doing puzzles and I still miss sometimes these little nuances that they seem really easy. Okay, this one is a check and we take the queen. But yeah, on the other one before, it happens a lot for me not to find. I'm already 1 hour 14. Okay, so I think there were a couple ones that I took a lot of time. Actually, I was expecting to finish this like in 20 minutes, but okay. The first thing I see, it's a check. If it takes, we cannot come here. It's a funny position. I mean, we're gonna get one of these knights, right? If we come here, if it comes here, we can grab these knights, and if he runs away with these knights, we just take these knights because it cannot run away to any other spot. If we take our knight with the bishop, we take with the rook, and I think that's it, right? Yeah. Okay. So we got the free knight, right? Yeah. Okay. Check and check. Okay. We have a check. Wow. We have. Okay. I think we can come here and then check what can he do. He can give us check here. No, that wait. Yeah, he cannot move the knight. So we can actually do this. If it does this, we just check and almost mate him. So only now it says 1 hour, so this is weird. Okay. So this pawn is strong. We can deliver check. He comes here. We cannot go there because of the knight. We can come here. He can go to the dark squares and we mate him here, I believe. Yeah. No? Okay. Shall we can start with the check, because he needs to place something in front of it and then we mate, of course. Yeah. If we check, we have a very strong bishop there. I mean, his bishop is actually strong. We don't have anything. So, let's see. I mean, I need to take my knight into the fight, right? Or wait, no. No, okay, h2, bishop takes h2, queen h3. And it will be made here on g2. Okay. We can lock the knight. Is okay. This bishop can only comes here, so I think we are good. It goes there. Okay. So we can we could attack this pawn because there's a pin, but we cannot. We don't have anything attacking that pawn. We can attack the queen here. Yeah. So black to play. We have this checkmate, really? Okay, I think we are almost finishing. But there were a couple ones here. We have this this fork. There were a couple ones that we really lost time here. it really took a while. Okay. Okay, the knight is hanging and the rook is hanging. Okay, that was the aha moment. Like, think about what is hanging. We have this check. If he gets in front of it, we go back. Yeah, and he needs. Yeah, that's the only way. No, it seems there's another way. So I can actually check him here, but if he comes here, we'll check and then mate here. So, but I do think that the other option also worked. Okay. Let's just check. The other option was Queen F3, which actually doesn't work. Of course it doesn't, because it places this here and I cannot come here. Okay, gotcha. So we did this one. So is it our knight is pinned? Okay. We can come here and attack the queen, or we can come here with the check and also attack the queen. He can takes with the bishop, and then we can check him here. Or we can wait, or we can let's see if we check him here. If he takes, we just take. If we check him here and he moves there, yeah, we cannot come here or here. I mean, we can. Actually, his queen has no protection, so we can actually come here. But if he takes the knight, then the queen has protection. So we can check him. And if he goes there, it doesn't go there, because if he goes, we take the queen. It takes our queen. And we have nothing more. We have check. If he takes, we can take. It takes, and I don't see anything. So these are the last two. I hope this is a difficult one, and that's why. Wait, why don't I just... What? I really want to make a coffee. I really want to make a coffee. So we have a fork here, but our queen is under attack, so I do believe we can take, it takes, and then we go for this fork, because I don't think this is a problem. Okay, so okay, and we are back on chapter 1. So yeah, this was a little bit longer than I expected. The third part of this book or course. Again, this is the typical tactical tricks 500 ways to win. Is available on Chessable. I don't know the CM that made the course, so I just think it's a lot of easy tactics and yeah, and the most tactics I do and repeat the same ones, more the pattern recognition starts to ingrain here on on the brain. But yeah, it's like super easy tactics. Okay, so this was we finished this one. Tomorrow I'll probably be doing tactics on a checkmate patterns book. I'm still thinking. Yeah, but so see you tomorrow.